Welcome to Pick a Card Reading. This is a message from your person. It's channeled messages from your person, and it's very specifically for you if this is a person that you're already involved with, however distantly. It could be someone you're in separation with at the moment. It could be a situationship, a confusing relationship, a present and current relationship, a friendship, whatever it is. It's somebody you already know, okay? So if that's your situation, this is for you. Take a deep breath, try not to think about it too much, and have a look at number 1, number 2, and number 3. I've deliberately kind of messed the piles a little bit because feelings and emotions are messy, and also I'm channeling, and channeling is not particularly a linear experience. So just see 1, 2, or 3, which one you're drawn to. Go to the description box and I will put timestamps for number 1, number 2, number 3. You can go straight to your pile and get your messages, okay? So I'll see you on the other side. Namaste. Number 1, welcome to your reading. Okay, let's put the number 1 away. I'm starting for you with an Elgar Life shadow card, which I haven't done for the other 2. So I don't know why that's happening, but it's one of those kind of readings today. Messages from your other person. What do we need to know? That one. Oh, wow. Now, before I did this reading, Valentine joins us, by the way, my cat. Before I did this reading, I had a bit of a, I suppose you might call it a mild epiphany, about mirrors, about you mirroring somebody. And in the Elgar Life, I've pulled this card, which is some kind of, it's like an ink drawing where you look at it and then you see what you see in it. But it reminds me of those pictures you did at school, like of a butterfly, where you then squashed the paper together and made a mirror. Mirrors are very important, okay? There's some mirroring going on. Okay. I'm going to take 2 more Elgar Life cards for you. Message from your person, I see you. Okay, I see you. So I don't know where we are with that. I've never pulled that card. Okay, so you are most likely a tarot reader, a healer, an empath. You may have been attracted to card number 2, pile number 2 as well. Sage, Sage. Now, the Elgar Life Tarot deck, which is a shadow deck, has the normal 78 cards, Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, but it also has a few extra cards, of which you've had 2. It's quite shamanic, and the purity, okay, the purity. Sage, I don't use sage because I'm not very good with smells, and everybody has their own practices, and for me purity comes from the more people that handle the cards. That's just me, okay, as a reader. It's not what I'm telling anyone else to do. So I don't need to clear places with sage. It doesn't work for me. What works for me is contact, psychic contact. So I like to buy my cards secondhand. I hope that lots of people have held them, okay. For you and this person, there is some need for purity or for a start over. They want to do over, they want to start again, they want to clear the air. You know, it's that whole saging process. Okay. But also, just for some of you, you've been saging about this person. You may have been doing magic candles or burning candles about this person. Anything to do with smoke or mirrors, okay, with this person. Okay. Some of you there's a sense of feeling drained. Let's see. Yeah. Judgment. The shadow side of this is repeats, mirroring, happening again. It can't be the same as it was before. We can't do this again. But also, I'm not going out like that. It's interesting. Let's have a look. Number 1. This whole reading I've done during Mercury retrograde and I'm channeling. So for me as a Pisces, it's very kaleidoscopic. Okay, so you may be about kaleidoscope. I'm getting stained glass imagery, earrings. You might sell crystals or jewellery. This person wants to speak. They want to clear the air. You might not have heard from them for a while. Okay? They want to speak. I'm just taking some tarot cards. It's very important, number 1. This is difficult because I started with number 3. It's very important that you look after your physical well-being in terms of the saging, okay? It may be with this person, they want to draw a line under everything that's happened before, okay? They want to clear the air. They don't, yeah. It can't be the same as it was before is the message I'm getting from this person. It has to be different. You may have been stuck in a rut with this person or stuck in an argument that you couldn't solve. There may have been third party or a karmic or an ex going on here. Okay, yeah. 8 of Wands. There's something they want to say. You might be an artist, they might be an artist. There's something they want to say that mirrors something that you said. You might have said we can't go on like this, or things need to be different, or things need to change. And they're kind of saying that you're right. If you had suspicions about this person in terms of cheating, third parties, or thoughts about their ex or being in communication with someone else, you were probably right. And I think they want to tell you that. For the Sage, which is the purity, the purifying, the 9 of Wands in reverse, dropping defences again. Some of them may have been gaslighting you. Smoke and mirrors, defending themselves by smoke. I'm getting really bad 80s. You know 80s discos when they used to put the smoke machine on and it went wrong and everyone was like, you know, I can't dance to Wham while that thing's on. It's a feeling of smoke and mirrors. This person hid the truth from themselves and they hid the truth from you. Judgment, you know, they're being called to judge. So if they are in separation with you, they're meeting their demons. They are having a crisis of conscience, or it may even be coming to them like from their mother or from friends or relatives who they're speaking with, that they need to clear the air. They need to be honest. They want to clear the air. They want to be honest, okay? For Judgment, the Devil in reverse. Toxic. For some of you, this person was tied to someone else toxically that they couldn't shake off. Because I also get 2 queens together. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, Queen of Cups in the reverse. When I get the Queen of Cups in reverse, she becomes like a ghost queen. So she is like the nightmare ex. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They can be nightmare exes. I'm a water sign. I know what we're like. It can be especially if you're a water sign though, it can be that they are obligated to another person in some way. Maybe they're getting divorced or whatever it is. This person lost power and threw up a smokescreen, and now that smokescreen is being sussed out, probably by you or by others, and they have a desire to clear it. King of Wands, fire sign. I'm not remembering my signs well today. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, okay? With the Nine of Cups. This person seems to be in some sort of isolation in some way, or they're feeling isolated. I'm getting that kind of hermit energy, actually. And within this isolation, or maybe you've not been speaking to them or something like that, they're determining what they really want in their heart. The smoke is clearing. They want to be clear about what they want from you, okay? Six of Cups. You've got the Six of Cups and you've got Judgment. So this is probably about an ex, okay? When I get the Six of Cups, the other card I'm looking for to say it's about an ex is Judgment. And when I get Judgment, I'm looking for the Six of Cups. So when they kind of just plop out together like that, yeah, I know what we're doing. And then over here, Temperance in reverse. This person is feeling anxious. They have an anxiety about talking to you. They have an anxiety about telling the truth to people. They have an anxiety about being real about it, okay? Let's have some Brian and Wendy Frood, Heart of the Fairy Oracle. For some of you, I think this will tie in well with other pick a card readings on my channel. So I've put a playlist in the description box. Nice. Yeah, some of you might have been attracted to number 2. Yeah, of course. Okay. This is interesting. The Fairy of Youth. See if I can get that. This is your energy, okay? This is nice energy. I like this a lot. You're very inspiring to this person, and there's something, I think you know who you are. You know, there's a simplicity that you have that is very charming to this person, because they are very complicated. And if they are involved with someone else, that other person is very complicated and a bit toxic and not very inspiring, okay? But they need to clear the shadow of their past. The shadow of the past. Now that did come up for number 2 in a sort of a different way though. Wish that would tune in properly. Makes sense that it doesn't though. Shadow of the past, okay, and that also comes up with the hidden one. There was someone embedded in their life. It could be an ex, it could be whatever it is, you will know, or you will find out. This is the hidden one. And in this particular deck, what she does is hides and disguises herself as a tree and then kind of trips you up as you go past. If this person is involved karmically with someone else, they need to get past it. And they know that they do, okay? They know that they do. They need to clear that smoke. They need to clear the path. Let's have a Whispers of Love Oracle card. Number 2 got that one too. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I want that one too. Not that one. Be authentic to who you are. That's the challenge to this person, okay? Be authentic. They have not been, they find it very hard to be, okay? Embrace your emotions, don't push them down or judge them, this is for you. And you may feel angry with this person for pulling the wool over your eyes a bit, or for gaslighting, and that's fine. But also as well, if you feel like you've been led along, or you feel like there's been gaslighting, honour your intuition on that, okay? Because when you do, that clears half the smoke on its own. That's your sage, okay? That's your saging. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognise what this is about. Whew. Okay, so I hope that's given you some clarity. Check out your astrological sign in the list below for the monthly readings. Check out the pick of cards. And do subscribe to the channel. You get random love readings and all sorts of other shenanigans. And I'll see you soon. Namaste. Hi, number 2. Okay, so little bit of a different pack, this one. This is Tarot of the 78 Doors, the particular pack that you chose. And it's a very interesting deck. Very, very interesting deck. Okay. What do we need to... Oh, there you go. There's one. Wow. Okay. Message from your person. Tarot of the 78 Doors. Not that one. So number 2. While I'm making this reading, Mercury's retrograde. And there's been some issues with recording it, of course, because Mercury's retrograde. But I had a lot of trouble choosing the numbers. I mean, I do anyway, but in particular this time. You may have been attracted to all 3 of them, or to number 1 as well. I'm not sure. Go with that, okay? Go with that. Some readings, and it's difficult to do a pick a card reading in this energy because it feels like all the numbers count. 1, 2 and 3 have a message for you. So it may be that you look at all 3 of these, okay? It may be. Wow. Whoa. So you may be dealing with an air sign, number 2, okay? Or you may be an air sign yourself. Yeah, very interesting energy. I've got the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somebody who keeps their feelings locked in a box. For me, it's particularly Aquarian energy, okay? So there must maybe something about Aquarius. So something about this person may have happened during the Aquarius season, which is, my dates are always terrible, about the 20th of January to about the 20th of February. Don't, go and look those dates up properly because they're only approximate. This person can be very businesslike, okay? You may feel they're trying to compartmentalize their feelings about you. Okay, not for nothing does the King of Swords here have a bag. I sometimes see the King of Swords as having a bit of a suitcase or a box, where they're just like, uncomfortable, messy feelings. What shall I do with them? I will put them in this box. I will shut the lid and then they will not bother me in my waking hours. It's that kind of energy. I also have the Magician in the reverse. Now, when he dropped on the floor, because this card dropped on the floor, he was in the upright. This person goes backwards and forwards. Very likely you are dealing with someone with air in their chart or an air sign on this one, just because the King of Swords and the Magician for me are both air energy, okay? This person is afraid. They are afraid. They have at some point with you experienced an overflow of feels, okay? They've experienced an overspill, an overwhelm. They've been overwhelmed. I have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, the Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn, okay, again, around the time of Aquarius, so January, February is important for you. you may have experienced, or they have experienced. Sun in Capricorn, normally with the Four of Pentacles, the person has a pentacle on their head, they've put one under their bottom, they have stuffed one up their jumper, they've got one under their arm, and they're like, I will not let this go. I will not let this go. Mine! You know, a bit like when you were at school and you wanted to nick something off somebody else's dinner. You wanted to nick a chip, and they got their fork and just stabbed you in the hand, like, get off my chips. Imagine that this person's chips are their heart. Okay, get off my heart. That is the message that I'm getting from this person. That's not a very nice message for you to hear, okay? But I'm sure you're already aware of that energy from this person. Get off my heart. I'm putting you in a box, you know, I'm putting my feelings in a box. I'm putting my heart in a box. It feels very determined, okay? This person is stubborn. They are obstinate, they are intractable. If they are Aquarius, they are a fixed sign. Otherwise, I've got Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. What's the other fixed sign? Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, okay? Those are the fixed signs. The star. Now that is a Brucey bonus. It is a boost to have in there. Aquarius energy again with the star. But also the Fool in reverse, not moving forward. This person is experiencing a lack of spontaneity. I'm getting that they're very businesslike in their life. They may be very tidy. They may be very organised. But they're trying to organise their feelings. They're trying to organise your feelings somehow. I don't know how they can do that. Let's look at the shadow side of this. I'm using my El Goliath tarot deck. I want to look at the shadow side. What is the shadow side doing? Gosh, okay. There's a lot going on with the shadow side. Their shadow side is larger than their dark side at the moment, okay? Whoa, crumbs. Crumbs and crumbs. Okay, whew, this person. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I knew it. Oh, that's so, because when that word, look, it's a huge wave. Now look, I've got my Venus in Aquarius, okay? I understand this energy of wanting to compartmentalise feelings. And when I'm in trouble with that, I dream about big waves hitting the windows of the house or being in a place where there's just a big wave coming towards me, okay? This is the overwhelmed sea turtle. So I feel like you may be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay, as I am, dealing with an air sign or a fire sign, okay? The overwhelmed turtle, the 9 of Swords, the feels are a lot. And I feel for this person as in, it's a sort of childlike energy that causes them to want to put things in a box. It is a fear. They fear their feelings, okay? They fear it, okay? Then we get the 2 of Cups. Now the 2 of Cups, Venus in Cancer. It's the feels, it's the touchy-feely, it's, you know, it's you put down the phone first and I love you and you love me and I love me and you love you and we all love each other. It's that whole enmeshed, we join together, it's all squishy and feely. That's their shadow side. They feel that, okay? They feel that, but they feel it as a threat. It's a shadow, okay? In terms of channeling, I'm getting some strange messages from this. I'm getting the games children play. Doctors and nurses, you know, old school 80s games. I'm getting power games, the games children play. Play acting, play fighting, playing. I'm getting play. This person did not have a chance to play as a child, okay? That's not for you to feel sorry for them or not feel sorry for them or whatever it is. It's just to give you an understanding, okay? There may, you may fall into some kind of parental-child dynamic with this person. They may be a bit controlling or wish to be, even if they don't seem to be, okay? And you may want to mother them. I just can't. Male or female, you may want to mother this person. And boy, do they need it, especially if you're Cancerian, okay? Because you rule the sign of the mother. You may want to smooth this person's brow, you know, to look after them. You are a very healing energy for this person. But of course, if you are a water sign, please take care of yourself first. It's something empaths and water signs find very difficult. Take care of your lungs, your breathing, your solar plexus chakra, because I don't know why my hand is here, but it is, and it feels, I don't know, it feels like you're holding something in, okay? For some of you, if you need to have a good cry as well. I'm the worst culprit for that myself, because, you know, it hurts my eyes when I cry. It's like, what are these things? What is this wetness on my face, you know? It feels like that. And then if you're wearing makeup, it runs all your makeup. You're like, can I be bothered to put it back on again? I got panda eyes. You may need to schedule time for a good cry. It might be very healing for you, okay? This person never cries. They may tell you that. They may have told you that. They may have issues to do with their eyes. They might be short-sighted, long-sighted, whatever it is. Styes, eye surgery, short-sighted, shortness of vision, literally or metaphorically, okay? And then we get the medicine healer. I'll tell you what's weird, right? You are a healer for this person, but they are a healer for you. Might not feel that way. Might feel like the opposite. That Magician card. Do you remember I said it came out in the upright as well? The Magician is an alchemist. This person changes your energy somehow, okay? And that's complicated. I want Brian and Wendy Frood. Where are you, Brian and Wendy Frood? Yeah, it's complicated. I understand that. Yeah. Okay. I just want to get one more of these. Do check out, by the way, your astrological sign readings. Those for your I can't even speak at the moment. Your astrological sign for your own astrological sign is in the description box below. There'll be a playlist for those. And also, there's, yeah, the whole playlist of pick a card readings. Wow. I can't get rid of this card, okay? So I'm just going to keep it. Fine. First of all, we got the shadow of the past. You and this person, it may be a past life relationship, okay? You will know about that if it's you. With the shapeshifter. Shapeshifter for me again is an air sign card. It's air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly Gemini and Aquarius, particularly Aquarius, but actually I'm getting Gemini too. And I'm getting one of you saying, but mine's a fire sign. So I do have to throw in the fire sign there too. Okay. The Elven Knight, the divine masculine power that moves through the forest. This person is electricity for you. They're power in some way. You are power to them. They are power to you. You power them almost like a battery. But don't let them drain your battery. Okay, this is important because they're not confused. I'm not getting so much confusion, but they are emotionally overwhelmed by you. You probably are a water sign because of all the water that I'm getting in my psyche or whatever it is. And then we get the question. And I guess it is that this leads you to a question as to whether this person provokes your sorrows and makes you miserable, or whether it's a deeper growth experience for the both of you. And I think actually that only you can answer that one, not them, because that's all they've got. You know, if you are looking for a deeper emotional understanding with this person, they do have it underneath, but I don't know if they will ever consistently be able to match yours, okay? Because you're the empath in this one. You're the water, you're the feeling. And if you can live with that, in that they are the reason, the logic, and you are the water and the feeling, that can work really well, but it mustn't take away from you. And then we got the Lady of Sorrows, and I'll be honest, I put her back in the pack 3 times, and I was like, well, if you keep coming out, you can be in the reading, okay? So she kept coming out, so she's in the reading, and this is important. If this person is making you miserable, you've got to look at why you're here. You cannot put it onto them. You cannot wear those sorrows like a cloak, okay? This person may bring out difficult victim mentalities in you, okay? Particularly if you have had difficulties in childhood and stuff, they will raise these issues, making my nose run, sorry. They will raise these issues for you. In a way that's very cathartic, you know, in a way that kind of works for you because you're a water sign. And believe me, I've got a lot of water in my chart, and I know that we particularly need air signs and fire signs to provoke us into going deeper into our own stuff, okay? But the question for you is whether that's healthy or not. That will come up over the next few weeks or months, okay? Let's have, yeah, I get that actually. Healing with the Angels card, you get friendship. Now, I believe you have a good understanding with this person, but it's whether you have a genuine friendship underneath all the rest of it and the dynamics that go with it, okay? Are they genuinely someone you get along with in life, that you can be with in the 3D as well as the 5D? Because the 5D kind of works on this dynamic, you know? It's like almost a sort of master-slave mentality dynamic of, no, I mean, that's putting it a bit harshly, actually. But it's where you're the empath and they are the logician or the magician in some ways. That kind of works, but it's whether it spills over into some more masochistic kind of tendency. And I mean that with a small m, you know. You don't want to be getting into the Lady of Sorrows mentality, okay? If they're taking you there too often, you've got a decision to make. Wowzers. Okay, do check out your monthly readings and the pick a card readings. Subscribe to the channel for random love tarot readings and all sorts of other stuff. And follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you soon. Namaste. Hi, number 3, and welcome to your messages. Okay. So, we're using the Morgan Greer, and while I'm recording this, Mercury is retrograde, and there's been all kinds of glitches and slip-ups making the video, which is very normal for Mercury retrograde, but one thing it's telling me, number 3, and I'm recording your video first, even though you're number 3, I know, I'm not going in chronological order, is that you are very confused, and the person that you're dealing with is very confused, and you are getting mixed messages from this person, okay? That's before I've even brought out a single card. I also get apology. I'm getting I'm sorry from your person, okay? I'm sorry I can't give you what you want is one message that I'm getting, okay? Don't normally shuffle for this long. Okay, we're done. Valentine joins us. She's sleeping on the bed. Those 2 cards. Oh my God. Okay, this is a person, number 3, and I really apologise if I say the number wrong, but you are number 3, okay? Let's get it straight. This is a person you may have broken up with and got back together with several times. There is a boomerang element to this relationship. The first 2 cards that come out for me here are Judgment and the 6 of Swords in the reverse, okay? Now, Judgment is a card On the surface, it says in tarot, it's a card of second chances, of resurrection, of all of that kind of stuff. But it is deeper than that. It is a soul contract, okay? There is a connection between you and this person. They feel that connection. You feel that connection. But at the moment, that connection feels inescapable and confusing for that person, okay? Now, Judgment, when it's in the reverse, is a card where someone keeps coming back to you, or something keeps coming back. So even if you are not hearing from this person, you are on their mind, okay? You are, you're affecting their life in some way. They would like to forget about you, okay? That's definitely one thing for sure. They would definitely like to not be thinking about you, I'll tell you that. But they can't escape it. And I would imagine you feel the same way about them as well. Judgment in reverse, you keep coming back to the same thoughts. It's quite obsessive, Judgment in reverse. So you may feel obsessive about this person. You may have obsessive thoughts about this person, which is not easy, you know, it's not comfortable. This is not a comfortable connection for either of you. This particular person, the message I'm getting loud and clear is I can't stop thinking about you. And that sounds nice, you know, it sounds romantic, doesn't it? I can't stop thinking about you. But there's a sadness to that. There is a sadness to that with this person. I feel a sadness within that feeling that they can't escape. They can't escape some kind of obstacle or block. And I feel like they wish that they could. I feel like they wish that they could escape it. Okay, I want a different card. I think we want to go with that. An El Goliath shadow card. Okay. What's the shadow side affecting this person? Why are they feeling so sad about this connection? What's the shadow? Oh. Okay. No, it's 2. Okay, wowzers. 3 actually. I want that one. So I'm using the El Goliath shadow deck. Wow. Three of Wands. With the 3 of Wands, there is triangulation. And when there's triangulation, there's difficulty coming to terms with the growth of a relationship. 3 of Wands is the point at which maybe 3 months or 3 weeks, or the point when a relationship or a connection can get real. The point at which either you go from messaging someone to meeting someone, or dating someone to committing or going exclusive, or whatever that kind of stepping stone is into the next stage, okay? That's where this person has stumbled. They are unable at the moment to get over that particular point of growth. We've got the 9 of Wands, which is the card of building a wall of defense. The darkness before dawn, building a wall of defense, okay? When you're at the 9 of Wands, you have not yet reached the 10. And when you reach the 10 of Wands, you surrender. You can sometimes collapse to something. You drop the burden, you drop the wands, you drop the worry, you give up. You're like, I give in, you know, I would say that this person, and this is a weird thing, has built an enormous fortress around their heart, and in order for that to come down, it's quite a brutal experience for them. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Swords. This is truth. This is also Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. It's air signs. So if you think about, we've got a full moon eclipse in Gemini on the 30th of November, okay? Or if you think about any particular air sign attributes, communication, directness, this person wants to be direct, but they can't. They can't direct their words properly. They can't direct their feelings properly. And the thing that I'm channeling for this person, God knows where this is coming from, okay? But channeling's channeling. Tattoo. I'm getting a tattoo. I'm getting dentistry, something to do with, and I've had this before in a pick a card, and I can't remember which one it was. Teeth. So they may have literal trouble, or when they were younger, they had their teeth knocked out, or they had braces. You know, like physically, they were literally unable to speak at one point for whatever reason. Yeah. And this may not be the case now, but it's almost like they have trouble projecting their voice to you. They may message but not speak so much. They may not speak on the phone or speak in person. And I don't know, the tattoo is a weird one. For some of you, I'm getting tattoo on a wrist. It might be yours, it might be theirs. I don't know what the connection is. It's just for one or two of you. Okay, this person has difficulty speaking. It's frustrating them. It's making them sad. They keep coming back to you. They think about you a lot more than they say, which is not easy. Yes. They are closing out some kind of painful cycle. Gosh. A lot of things in their life are not going well for them at the moment. In terms of their job, maybe their accommodation, just issues to do with that, okay? Oof. Yeah, they're finding it very hard to be reliable for you, okay? It's just not... It's not possible at the moment for them to communicate or to be reliable, or I can't be the person that you need me to be and I can't be the person that you deserve is the message that I'm getting at the moment, okay? I've got the World in reverse, and the World in reverse is a card of ending a cycle, needing to close out something that is bigger than just your relationship. This person's whole world, if you think about it, is restricted. They've lived with restriction. I mean, everybody's world is quite restricted at the moment, but they've lived with a certain kind of restriction that they cannot explain to you, like the restriction of their mouth. They can't explain this to you, and I feel like they really, really want to. It's really in them to want to express themselves to you, and they can't, okay, right now. We got the Five of Wands, a card of restriction and a card of outside restriction, not just from within, okay? There's a lot of wands, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or you may have fire in your Venus, Moon, Sun, yourself, okay? Something else is affecting them. It feels like they can't see the wood for the trees. It feels like they can't get through anything to be reliable to you. This is frustrating, it makes them sad, and they feel like they're not worthy, okay? They feel, they want you to wait for them, but also they feel they don't deserve you to wait for them. It's like these very mixed feelings. Wait for me, but move on, you know? You must be feeling very conflicted about this person, because do you remember at the beginning I was saying the mixed messages you must be getting about this person are huge. Okay, it's off and it's on and it's hot and it's cold, and yeah, okay. It's very frustrating. King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles is when somebody's actions follow their words, you know, it's congruent, it's authentic, it's reliable, it's probably what you need them to be, but actually they're unable to be that at the moment. They're all apology, okay? But not necessarily, you're not feeling that from them. You're not receiving that from them. It's in their head all the time, but you're not receiving it from them, okay? Okay. What's at the heart of the matter? Oof. Wow. Okay, music might be very important to this person or to you. Yeah, there's a shared interest in music. Maybe music that is older than you. So in other words, you might be into music from the 90s or the 80s, or like grunge music or something from the past, okay? So what's at the heart of the matter is the Eight of Cups. So this person and you are probably in separation, okay? This is the card of someone who has left, someone who has moved on from something in some way, okay? The Six of Pentacles, the card of wanting to give. I want to give to you and I left you. That's very topsy-turvy messages. They want to give to you. They feel they can't give you what you deserve at this time. They feel restricted. They feel they can't say the words. They don't want to say the words. They don't want to let you down. But at the same time, they want to be there for you, okay? Seven of Swords in reverse. There's something that went on with this person that they haven't told you about. There's some kind of secrets that you may already suspect from this person. I can totally understand how that might be the case. They can totally understand how you might be really annoyed with them at the moment, really frustrated. Yeah, I mean, I feel frustrated on your behalf. Now, I want a Whispers of Love Oracle card. Let's have a look. No. Yeah. Be authentic to who you really are. Now, I can tell you they are not doing that at the moment, okay? You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. And the message from this person is they are aware that they are not being themselves. They are aware that they are not, at the moment, being true to themselves. And being true to themselves, I think, is speaking up to you and being honest. And for some of you, this person, they may have cheated. There may be third party. There may be some kind of deception. But it's about them being honest about you being on their mind and what that actually means to them. I think they're very much at the moment too scared to look at that, okay? And it keeps them awake at night. You keep them awake at night. Sorry about that, the camera cut off. I've had so many technical difficulties with this. You keep them awake at night, okay? But that is causing them sadness and frustration, but it's not at the moment translating into something tangible that they can say to you. I would wager that something will be said at the time of that eclipse at the end of November, okay, when we have the eclipse in Gemini at the end of November. I'm just going to pull, I want to pull just a couple of cards for what can we do about this, where can we go with it, you know, what's your best course of action for this. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yes. Okay. Overall card for that is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. It's very important for you to be, do you remember what it said in the Whispers of Love card? Be authentic to who you are. Okay. To feel your feelings about this, to feel your frustration about this, but also to be very much within yourself and your own skin, and to be honest, within your own power. The card I get is the Queen of Wands, the Diva Queen, the Queen who knows her own worth. This person's confusion, I think, has caused you to question your worth at times. If you can work on, during this time probably of separation, if you can work on being in your own power, but at the same time not being defensive, so that when this person is ready to talk, you're ready to listen. Because otherwise I think you're going to build up, quite rightly, quite a lot of anger and resentment at the way that this confusion has played out, okay? 7 of Wands in reverse, time to put down the big stick, drop your defences. Now that doesn't mean that you need to chase this person, that you need to persuade this person or anything like that, because it wouldn't work anyway. But being in your power sometimes means dropping your defences, knowing who you are, feeling what you feel, and I don't want to say being comfortable about this because this reading doesn't feel particularly comfortable, but I suppose it's radical acceptance of where you are. This at the moment is going to be a bit like this, okay? But it will shift. And it will shift, I think, with the eclipse at the end of November. And then we get the Knight of Swords. Now, your person with their messages got the Knight of Swords. There may come a point where you're going to meet them toe to toe in a discussion. And that discussion might be a bit sharp and a bit brutal and a bit clear. But at least you're going to have that discussion with this person, but just not at the moment, okay? In a way, you're getting comfortable with their confusion, but you need to be very clear about where you stand, how you feel, and validate yourself for who you are, okay? Number 3, do go to the description box. There's loads of other pick a card videos down there. There's a whole playlist of pick a card. And also there's readings for your astrological signs, so you can look up you and cross-watch for your person. But thank you for being here, and I really hope I've given you a message, okay? So do subscribe, do like and share, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.